Okay, hi dear Form 4 and Form 5 students. So in this video, teacher akan buat revision for chapter 1, Form 4's fungsi question. So kalau nak soalan modul ni ada dekat my Telegram group. So you can just go to the link in the description, lepas tu download, okay? You download there. So all these are questions from last year punya trial papers lah. Okay, so today we try a few questions from here. Okay, kita start with Selangor paper. Soalan Selangor dekat sini. Kalau kita tengok, okay, we look at the given diagram. Okay, diagram menunjukkan graf fungsi fx sama dengan modulus. Okay, can you see the modulus? Selalunya, if you have a modulus symbol, okay, simbol macam ni, your graph will be graph bentuk V. So, as you can see here, this is, you see, this is graph bentuk V, right? Okay, so this is graph, modulus graph. Okay, for the domain daripada negative 1 sampai 6 lah. Okay, find the image for negative 1 and 6. Find the image. Okay, maksudnya when I put like this, okay, fx equals to modulus 3x tolak 2. Okay, this and this represents kita punya objek, mewakili objek. Sebab sekarang kita nak cari image. So kalau if this is representing our object, maksudnya this is your x lah. Okay, so we can do what? We can substitute the x as negative 1 inside here. So we will get modulus 3 times negative 1 tolak 2. So 3 times negative 1, negative 3. Minus 2 is negative 5. Tapi when you open up the modulus, bila buka modulus, dia kena tulis as positive answer again. So the first one, the image is 5. Okay, for the second one, kita substitute x as 6. So when I substitute x as 6, 3 times with 6 minus 2 kan. So 18 tolak 2, 16. So when I open the modulus, it's still a positive answer. Therefore, the image, ada dua image kat sini, 5 dan 16. So this is my first answer. Okay, lakarkan, sketch the graph of gx sama dengan 2 minus fx for the domain. Okay, cuba tengok dekat sini. Okay, sekarang kan, okay, domain ni kita kalau nak lukis, teacher actually got, I would usually teach two ways lah untuk student saya, tapi sekarang ni teacher akan tunjuk satu cara, and I hope that this method works for you. Okay, alright, so dekat sini, okay, let me add a page here so that kita boleh lukis graph kat sini. So this is the graph yang kita perlukan kan. Okay, graph apa? Gx equals to 2 minus fx. Okay, gx equals to 2 minus fx, and then domain dia from negative 1 until 6. Okay, what is our fx? Fx is 3x tolak 2. Okay, fx is modulus 3x minus 2. Okay, so sekarang kita dah ada this, so let's use this to help us lah. Okay, step 1, let's settle yang gx dulu. Okay, we settle the gx first. So gx is 2 minus modulus 3x tolak 2. Okay, so this is the equation yang kita nak, we are going to draw. Okay, this is the graph yang kita akan lukis. Okay, sekarang we need the domain, betul tak? Okay, in order to have the domain, kalau boleh kita buat jadual lah. Okay, we do a table first. Okay, wait, let's see. Okay, we do a table. Okay, this table kita perlukan semua domain kita from x negative 1 sampai 6. Okay, we need, so yang ni, okay, 1, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, tak cukup. Okay, wait 1 minute. Let me just use the normal. Okay, x, sini fx. Okay, we start from negative 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay, so you need all until negative 1 to 6. Okay, now let's masukkan this value. So teacher show the working for a few here. Okay, for the first one, right, G negative 1 we ganti when the X is negative 1. Okay, we're going to get, oh, this is not Fx, this is Gx. Okay, tukar ni Gx ni bukan Fx. Sekarang kita lukis Gx. Okay, so ganti for negative 1. 2 tolak modulus 3 negative 1 minus 2. Okay, so what we get here, negative 3 minus 2 adalah 5. Tapi when you open the modulus, it will be a positive 5, right? So 2 minus 5, negative 3. So dekat sini this is negative 3. Okay, then we ganti when X is 0. Okay, when X is 0, Gx is 2 minus modulus 3 kosong tolak 2. So we get here negative 2. 2 minus 2, I get 0. Ni dah jadi positif when you open the modulus jadi positif already. Okay, so here is kosong. Okay, then you ganti the 1. So you do actually this jalan kerja, right, this working tidak perlu tunjuk dalam pengiraan. No need to show in exam. Yang diperlukan is just your jadual only. Okay, so now teacher just ganti it quickly and I give the answers here. So 3 tolak 2 is 1. So 2 tolak 1, this is 1. 3 times 2 minus 2 is 4. So 2 minus 4, negative 2. 3 tolak 2 is 7. 2 minus 7, negative 5. 3 times 4 minus 2, 10. 2 tolak 10, negative 8. Okay, 3, 5 minus 2, 2 tolak, negative 11. Okay, 3, 6 minus 2, 2 tolak, dapat negative 40. Okay, see the one yang kita perlu, okay, what you need, apa yang kita perlu, teacher tulis kat sini. Okay, let me write here. The points ataupun titik yang need to be plotted. Apa yang perlu diplotkan? Okay, ada 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nombor 1, x-intercept, pintasan x. Okay, second one, y-intercept, pintasan y. Then the first domain yang pertama, nilai x pertama, and the last x yang ada dalam domain. Okay, untuk yang kita punya kat sini, first x kita adalah negative 1. Lepas tu yang last one 6. So we need this lah. Okay, x-intercept means you all must see your y jadi kosong. Ada tak dekat sini y kita kosong? Got, isn't it? That which is, there can see here, sana kosong, here also kosong, right? So we need this lah. Okay, so this one got ready, y kosong. X, when y, kita nak cari y-intercept, your x pula must be 0. So happen to be dekat sini x0, y0, so happen to be point yang ni merangkumi kedua-dua, this and this. It settles both. Faham tak? Okay, it settles both. Okay, then what else we need? Okay, kita perlukan the first one, which is this. Kita perlukan this coordinate, this one, and then the last domain, 6 and negative 40. Okay, so these are the 3 points yang we need lah currently. Okay, so sekarang let's okay, we do here. We need this point, we need this point, and this point. When y is 0, x is 0. When x is 0, y is 0 also. Okay. So let's sketch our paksi. Okay, so we draw here. This one is x axis. Okay, lepas tu we draw here. This is our y axis. Okay, tulis kat sini x, tapi sini bukan y, kita tulis gx. We follow our table lah, this one. Okay, so here 0. Okay, we start label yang negative 1, negative 3 dulu. Okay, negative 1. Okay, then we have negative 3. Okay, let's say negative 3 dekat sini. If you want to make it look nice, you want to do like dotted lines, boleh. Okay, you use your ruler, you do dotted lines, then you plot. Okay, second one, 0, 0. So these are the points yang kita perlu Negative 1, negative 3, 0, 0, and then 6 and negative 14. Okay, 0, 0 is here. 6 and negative 14. Okay, kalau letak 6 sini, so it looks like I need a longer line here lah, kan? Okay, so if I need a longer line, so jadikan panjang sedikit sini, because I need a negative 14 there. Okay, let's just pull a little bit. Negative 14. Okay, bring until here. 6, negative 14. Okay, tapi sekarang, you see your graph, okay, your graph, you have to see sama ada, okay, sekarang bila kita lukis graph kita, bentuk V kan, dia akan bentuk V, tapi selalunya, the bentuk V yang kita biasa lukis is V macam ni. Tapi sekarang, everything if you realize, ada negative answers kan, so dia akan jadi V terbalik. Okay, it's going to be a V terbalik here now. Okay, so from here, okay, so now we need satu lagi point, which is, because Y is, let's say kan now, teacher lukis this line okay, it's passing through here, then it's passing through here. Okay, actually, are we sure the graph stop dekat sini? The 0, 0, tak kan? Most probably, your graph actually maybe will go like a bit here, and then baru dia turun ke bawah, bentuk V. Faham tak? But, how to know, this is where you have to like use a different technique here. How to know point dekat sini berapa? There must be a one point up here. There must be satu point dekat sini, which we need to find sekarang. Okay, how to find? Okay, if you realize this is going positive kan? Okay, sebab tapi kat sini kita tak tahu positif apa for our gx. Okay, the paling positive value for gx is 1, correct? 1 is the paling positive. Okay, let's see whether 2 also can or not. Kita kena cuba trial and error lah. We trial and error whether, okay, if my gx, okay, if my gx is 2. Okay, so what we do, we take our equation, okay, samakan dengan 2. Okay, lepas tu, okay, this modulus thing teacher pindah ke belakang, 2 I bring in front. So, 3x minus 2, so 0 already kan? Okay, when you pindah the modulus, actually will be tambah and negative. Tapi because this is 0, so it's still just 0 lah. Okay, pindah the 2, pindah the 3. So, 2 or 3. So, that means, dekat sini, x can be 2 per 3. And here is 2. So, this is like the highest point here actually. So, kalau like tersilap, some of you tersilap, ambil, teacher, that means I take 1, 1 can or not? Here 1, and then 1, and then you terus plot macam ni, bentuk V tu. Dah salah, cannot. So, you have to know what's the highest value that it can go. So, bila dah tahu, then only you draw your bentuk, the modulus graph. Okay? Because you have your markah, sini kan, markah diberi for all the points. Semua titik-titik yang betul. Which titik is negative 1, negative 3. Yang point yang ini, 2 per 3 and 2, 6 and negative 14. All this got the label and betul, then you dapat P1. P1 means pengetahuan. markah pengetahuan 1 markah. Okay, so if possible you just label here like this lah supaya nampak. The pemeriksa can see your graph. Okay, and this is GX graph kan. Ini graph GX kan. Graph lakar kan, graph GX. So dapatlah your 4 marks here. So this is the very clear step by step yang teacher dah buat ni. So just follow and apply for all the questions. So selalunya remember these are the 4 points you need. Tapi ini teacher buat dalam bentuk jadual. There's another method which I teach my students also, which is you just find this only. Tak payah buat jadual pun boleh. Tapi I don't want to show too many methods now. So we just stick to one first untuk sekarang. Okay. Okay. So the first one. So 4 markah kira settle lah. Alright. So our 4 marks. Okay. B. B is given the composite function. Okay, kita diberi fungsi kubahan HKX dengan HX. Tentukan fungsi KX. Okay, how to find KX? Okay, we start with the composite first. HKX equals to 3X tambah 5. Okay, KX we don't have kan? Kita tak ada KX. So okay, we put like this in bracket first. Kita tiada KX. Tapi we have the HX, betul? Okay, so we can take this KX and ganti ke dalam. We ganti into the HX. So which bahagian you must ganti? Here. You must ganti into the X bahagian there. Okay? So it will be like this. 2 over KX minus 3 sama dengan 3X plus 5. So now we cross multiply. Kita darab silang. The whole thing, you must bring the whole thing. Okay, KX, some put in bracket, minus 3. If you want, you can change place also. Actually, boleh je. Contoh kan, okay, teacher saya tukar tempat, boleh tak? Boleh. So this thing turun ke bawah. Faham tak? So dia jadi macam ni. Okay, then the 3 you pindah ke depan. Can also. So you will get KX is 2 over 3X plus 5 tambah 3. Tapi don't leave your answer like this sebab 3 dekat belakang tu there's no pecahan kan. So macam you kena make sure yang ni pun ada pecahan. So you darab with 3X plus 5. Here also you darab with 3X plus 5. Okay, so we will get 2 plus 3 darab 3, 9X. 3 times 5 is 15. So yang ni you can write together already. Final answer 17 tambah 9X over 3X tambah 5. So we already dapat jawapan. Tapi since this is pecahan, you have to write X is not equal to what? Nampak tak dekat sini? Sebab bawah got pecahan, right? So actually this is the working which you must do. Ambil the bawah one only, samakan equals to 0. Macam ni, put tak sama. Tak sama equals 0. So you pindah negative 5, then you pindah the 3. So X is not equals to negative 5 over 3. That answer lah kita tulis kat sini. It's not equals to negative 5 over 3. Okay, so dapatlah yang 4 marks. Okay, so I hope this video helps you. So I'll be posting like each question one video so that you can start doing your revision. Teacher rasa your mid-year exam dah almost going to start kan semua sekolah. So let me know if this is helpful. Give me comments so that I can keep doing the next one. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye bye.